Let's talk about London. We saw your great city a year ago, actually. The world said goodbye to the Queen tomorrow. But we saw your great city yesterday. So impressive. But you're trying to bring more business to London. And right now, if you read the Financial Times, you read housing prices, just like in a lot of places in the United States, housing prices are keeping people away. What can be done about that to help London start growing again?
Well, we see it across the globe. More and more urbanisation. People move into our cities. At the moment, around half the population of the world lives in cities. By 2050, two-thirds. Nothing wrong with people moving to the cities. We've got to plan for that. More affordable homes, decent public transport, making sure we address the twin challenges of climate change and air pollution. I'm here to tell Americans London is back. London is open. We are booming after the pandemic. You mentioned the coronation of His Majesty the King. This summer has been our best summer for decades. We've got a great autumn and winter coming up as well. My message to Americans, whether you want to invest in London, do business in London, be a tourist in London, be a student in London, please come. You're most welcome. We're grappling with some of those big challenges that great cities are challenging with: genuinely affordable homes, public transport, reducing air pollution, and we're making great progress.
Mr. Mayor, the strong dollar doesn't harm Americans' visits to Europe. They're loving that. Every time I meet Americans in London, they're telling me how wonderfully cheap everything is, or seems wonderfully cheap, which is kind of unusual for London. One of the other problems that London is grappling with, of course, compared to other big cities around the world, is still the ongoing impact of Brexit. You've been very open about this, about the impact that it's had on your city. You've got the opposition leader from your party, the Labour Party, Sir Keir Starmer, saying that he wants to negotiate a new Brexit deal, but not try to get back into the European Union. Does that go far enough for you? Do you think that the Labour Party, if it gets into office next time around, as the polls suggest it might, should be pushing to go back into the European Union?
Well, there's two really important points to make. Firstly, even though the UK is outside the European Union, the underlying strengths of London are still there, where we are on the timeline. The diversity of our economy, not just finance, professional services, but tech, culture, life sciences, higher education, and so forth. Our diversity being a strength, not a weakness. Our talent pool. We've got more than 300 languages spoken in London, many Londoners of EU heritage. But you're right. The second point is the point that Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, and according to most pollsters and commentators, the next Prime Minister, what he's saying is we need closer alignment to the European Union, not divergence. The reality is, unfortunately, the British public voted to leave the European Union. For the foreseeable future, we can't really talk seriously about rejoining the EU. What we can do, though, is have better links, better alignment with the European Union. At the moment, we've got an extreme hard Brexit deal, but that's up for review in 2025. And Keir Starmer is absolutely right. We've got to be negotiating closer ties with our closest trading partners, our friends, our cousins and our allies on the European Union.
Mr. Mayor, one of the things that I know you'll be talking about to companies in terms of investment is you said, diversity being a strength. And you remember 30 years ago, I came over helping to lead marches with Lee Jasper and Simon Woolley and others around the Lawrence case, or the Roland Adams case. And now Roland and Lawrence's mother is a member of the House of Lords, and Simon Woolley is in the House of Lords. Talk about how you can also talk about the strength of cities dealing with diversity, dealing with some of the tensions that you must resolve. And under you being mayor and an activist yourself, we've seen those grow into the halls of power, but not taking their foot off the gas of making sure that the stability of the city is there along with the diversity.
Well, Reverend, you've been an inspiration to many of us across the pond. Thank you for the work you've done.
I keep telling Joe that. I'm glad you said it.
And continue to do. But you're spot on. Look, I'm quite clear in relation to this. Diversity is a strength, not a weakness. It makes us stronger, not weaker. Makes us richer, not poorer. You will know, progress isn't one way. You can regress very, very easily. So it's wonderful. He may be from a different party. Our Prime Minister is an ethnic minority and a religious minority. He's a Hindu. The Mayor of London is an ethnic minority, but also a religious minority, a Muslim. Our king is a proud Christian king. We've got to not just tolerate difference, we've got to embrace it, respect it, and celebrate that difference. And we look to America. You know, you elected President Obama. We were incredibly proud around the world in relation to the beacon of the message you sent. But 4 years on, that's a big one, 8 years on, we saw that progress, some of it apparently being undone. We've seen the best businesses are the most inclusive, the most diverse. There's an economic case for diversity, promoting talent, whether it's women, whether it's minorities, having policies that engender minorities fulfilling their potential. I'm quite clear, Reverend. In London, I've got this thing called the London Promise. You work hard, you get a helping hand, you can achieve anything. The problem is minorities, women haven't got that helping hand. My mission in City Hall in London is to be that helping hand so everyone can flourish and thrive. It's the London story and, dare I say it, the New York story as well.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I've got to say, again, we were there last year, and as I said to you after the visit, it was an extraordinary visit, an extraordinary city, and looking at Queen Elizabeth's legacy. Britain went from being an ancient empire to a postmodern, diverse, vibrant city. And my gosh, that's something to be extraordinarily proud of. So we're very grateful for you being here. London Mayor Sadiq Khan, thank you so much. And
good to have you.
Hope to see you in London very soon.
Absolutely.
All right, take care.